Good morning, students, and today we will be continuing the last topic for chapter 4, part 5. And today we will be discussing on as very important issues of today, infertility. Okay, infertility is oftenly asked question which comes for 5 marks. You should be aware of this. Okay, the subject teacher, Anung. If you have any doubt, you can directly contact the concerned subject teacher. I have tried my level best to give you the best of my knowledge in the PowerPoint presentation. But if there's any shortcomings, please do excuse me. First, let us learn what is infertility. The inability to conceive or produce children in spite of unprotected sexual cohabitation is called infertility. Infertility means unable to conceive, to have children. We call it as infertility. There may be several reasons for infertility in male as well as in female. It might be physical, congenital, or because of drug abuse or alcoholism, or immunological or even physiological matters. Okay, when we have a look on infertility in male, okay, fertile male deposit about 3 to 4 ml sperm per ejaculation, which contains about 200 million normal motile sperm. Ml is infertile if the sperm has low sperm count or abnormal sperm structure or poor sperm motility. The various causes of this malsterility may include cryptochalchism. When we say cryptochalchism means failure of the testis to descend into scrotum. That means when the testis fail to move to the scrotum, or maybe because of hyperthermia. Hyper means high, okay. Thermia means temperature. That means higher temperature in the scrotum sacs due to tight undergarments may be also one of the reasons. Next is blockage of vas deferens. Maybe because of alcoholism, they may inhibit spermatogenesis. They may not go on with the process of formation of the sperm. Infection with mumps, mump virus after puberty. Keep in mind that if you suffer mumps after puberty, it is a problem. Deficiency of gonadotrophin or ejaculation defects or exposure radiation. These are some of the cases in which fertility in male may cost. If there is low concentration of sperm count, that means low sperm count, we call it as oligospermia. Near absence or live sperm, we call it azoospermia. Low sperm motility movement, we call it as actinozoospermia. And defect in the sperm structure, we call it as detratospermia. Let us go to the next one, that is infertility in the female. Infertility in female may be because of irregular ovulation, menstruation, okay, or no ovulation or defect in the genital tract like impaired motility of fallopian tube, defective uterine intermittent, or defect in the cervix, defect in the vaginal growth, or else maybe because of lack of sex hormone. To overcome this infertility, we have got ART. This is very important, oftenly asked for 5 marks. We call it as assisted reproductive technology. The childless couples or parents are assessed to have children through certain special techniques, commonly called it as assisted reproductive technology. We are going to study about how to have baby. Okay. First one is in vitro fertilization. When we say in vitro fertilization means we are talking about test tube baby. We call it IVF. Okay. Next we have got is gamete intrafallopian transfer. We call it a gift because the gamete is being given as a gift to the mother. Intracytoplasmic sperm injection. That means that when the sperm is directly injected. Next we have got is artificial insemination, and we are going to discuss on it one by one on it. Okay, let us go on with the first one is in vitro fertilization. We say in vitro means fertilization is being done in the test tube. Okay, Dr. Petrucci in the year 1959 made first attempt to produce test tube baby which survived only for 28 days. Later, there's Dr. Patrick Steptoe and Robert Edward of UK in 1978 developed these techniques. And in India, when we have a look, it was conducted and it was carried out first time in the year 18. It is slight mistake is there. Have a look. This is 19. Okay, 1986 in Mumbai, and Dr. Chakravarti in Kolkata. They have performed it in the year 1986. We got it. Okay, when we have a look on the term in vitro, it involves fertilization of the ovum outside the body, followed by embryo transfer, and this technique is popularly known as test tube baby. Okay, that means when the fertilization of ovum is done outside the body, and after that it is being inserted into the mother's womb through this embryo transfer. We call it test tube baby, and this is very common, and it is being using in the Mapur also. Okay, in these techniques, ova from the wife or the donor female and sperm from the husband or donor male are collected and infused to get fused to form zygote in the laboratory. The zygote or early embryo till up to the 8 blastomer it is then transferred into the fallopian tube. It is called zygote intrafallopian transfer. Okay, suppose if the stage, because after the fusion they will undergo division, yes or no, they will undergo cleavage until up to 8 blastomer stage. If we are supposed to insert into the mother's womb, it will be inserted directly into the fallopian tube, not through the uterus. Okay, and if it transferred to the fallopian tube, we call it as zygote intrafallopian transfer. We call it as ZIFT. Z-I-F-T. If the embryo is with more than 8 blastomer, that means if it's more than 8 blastomer stage, that means if it's between if it's from the 8 to the 32 stage, it is transferred directly into the uterus, that is the womb, and we call that one as interuterine transfer. We call it IUT. The transferred embryo complete their further development within the uterus. Next we have got is gamete intrafallopian transfer. This technique was developed by S. et al. In the year 1984. In these techniques, ovum is collected from a donor female and is transferred into the fallopian tube of another female with the help of laparoscope, who cannot produce ovum but can provide suitable environment for fertilization, and further development of embryo will take place. Hope you got it. We require this donor ovum, donor ovum from a female, and it is later on it is being transferred into the fallopian tube of another female. Okay, this one we call it gamete intrafallopian transfer. We call it gift because an ovum is being given from a mother to the another. Okay, from a woman to the other, so we call it as gift. Okay, next one we have got is ICSI, that is intracytoplasmic sperm injection. In this technique, a sperm is directly injected into the ovum under appropriate conditions in the laboratory. That means sperm, after manipulation of the sperm, it is being directly injected into the mother's womb. This technique is used in those cases where husband has very low sperm count because of modern lifestyle. Okay, like such as drinking habits, drug intake, or various kinds of food habits, etc. Next, we have got is artificial insemination. In these techniques, by which the infertility case of male partner either due to inability to inseminate the female or due to very less sperm count in the ejaculates could be corrected. That means correction can be done through artificial insemination. In this process, the semen, that is the sperm, are collected either from the husband or a healthy donor is artificially introduced. That means it has been introduced artificially either from the after manipulation of the husband's sperm or from, if we take the donor sperm. Okay, it is artificially introduced into the vagina or into the uterus of the female by intrauterine insemination process. That's all for today. Thank you.